Hello and welcome my peoples to another FM23 rebuild, and today we're going to be rebuilding West Ham, a team that's not necessarily in tune or need a rebuild, but it's a team that I reckon we have a little fun rebuild with. They've got good players like Rice and Souček, a team steeped in history of youth players, bringing through the likes of Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, Joe Cole, amongst others. Also fierce rivals with Millwall, so yeah, it'll be a good team to rebuild. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to jump into the transfers. So transfers that I pulled in this season, just to bolster the squad. We have a few players that are already here already, like Emerson, Paqueta, and Samaka, who were here before I took over the save. Players I bought in. Sanson from Villa on loan, Vasquez from Real Madrid on loan. I felt that we needed another right back. Bought in Archer. I think I overpaid for Archer, but I just wanted to buy a few young players, youth players in this save to see if we could improve them. We've got Marcus Thuram as well from Gladbach, which is 12 million. Good signing. Going to play on the left, as well as a few more young players in Fitz Jim. Looks kind of decent, well-rounded, can play a few positions. And then George Guenza, centre-back, another centre-back covering, which I need, another kind of young player, 22 years of age. And Caceres, another youngster, 23, of a well-rounded centre-back. I thought I needed a bit of a backup in the centre-back department. Players we managed to get rid of Mikel Antonio, he's 32 now, and Vladimir Kufau as well, who's in his 30s, and a few of these were already gone before. But those are the players that I thought I'll get rid of, get some money and cash in on them. Going with the tactic, only player I'm looking to lock in on this tactic was going to be Marcus Thuram, because if I pick my strongest 11, he will come out for Nels, I believe. Nels will jump in here. And I want Thuram to be playing. So Thuram's the only going to play I'm going to be locking in. We're playing a 4-1-4-1 asymmetric. Hoping my fullbacks to get forward. Bowen's going to control the left, and Declan Rice can hold down midfield by himself. So having a look at the schedule, see how the formation been taken here. So it's been a mixed bag. We beat Newcastle 2-1. 0-0 with Brighton, and then Europa Conference League we got knocked out in the qualifiers. Pretty embarrassing, but I played a weakened team in the second leg and then we got trounced. Draw, and then a 3-0 at home to Forest with Thuram picking up 2 and Samaka picking up the single one. So yeah, see how we get on. Let me simulate the first season. Yes, come on, second place. That's rebuild finished. Don't need to go any further. One season will do. That's a great season for us, finishing second. That's a far higher expectation than I thought. I didn't expect that at all. And we was only one win away from catching Liverpool, so they had a better goal difference as well. So it's probably another point for them. But yeah, who did we lose to? We lost to Liverpool twice as well, and that would have, we won one of them games, would have had our first league title for West Ham with those 2 wins, but we didn't manage to get it. So second, which I say is a very, very good season. Really happy with that. Let's check out the other competitions, see where we come in the other ones. Obviously was knocked out in the Conference League qualifier, which is a bit of a surprise. And then fourth round in the FA Cup and fourth round in the Carabao Cup. Get rid of that. Also have a look at the player stats. We see we've got Samakis there with 40 goals, which is with a surprise that Erling Haaland only on 27. Samakis got 40 goals in that season, which is a very, very good season. Let's have a look at team stats. See who was doing the business. So Samakis was playing most of the games, and he ended up with 45 goals, 1 assist, and then Thuram with 11 and 9. and then Paqueta 8 and 8. So not a lot of goals from around the team, so we might need to address that. Jarabono getting 16 and Vasquez getting 15 goals, 15 assists from right back, which is a very good signing and a very good return. And then let's jump over to the transfers for the second season and then see how we get on over there. So transfers for the second season, we brought in Cody Gakpo from PSV for £44 million, who can play up front on the left. I think I'm going to be playing him more on the left because Thuram didn't get that much goals next season. I thought Cody Gakpo will be a player that will get us the goal that we need to help Samaka with that burden of scoring more goals. We brought in the youngster Alvaro Rodriguez from Real Madrid. He also play up front on the left, which looks like a very good signing. We brought a backup goalkeeper because we lost Fabian Yancey, so we need somebody else to come in. Max Aarons, we brought a right back because we didn't take up the option to sign Vasquez, so I thought let me bring in a right back, and Max Aarons pretty cheap, £3 million. Roland Salali, I think you pronounce it like that. Another player, versatile, playing a variety of positions, got him for 11 million. Pretty decent player, as you can see, from Freiburg. And then we got Ryan Gravenberch on loan. Another well-rounded player, young, one of the hot prospects in Europe, playing football a couple of years ago. Not quite worked out for him so far, but hopefully he will come here and do the business. Players we got out, managers only saw, I think, Lanzini, and then the rest will be a few on loan. Tactics, sticking with the same tactic this season, as obviously it worked well. I'm just going to lock in Gakpo and Samaka this year, and then hopefully looking to get a better season also in the Champions League this year. Let's have a look at our schedule for the season. So far, we lost to City in the opener 4-2 with Bowen and Gakpo scoring in his debut. Then beat Watford 8-1. It's one of them football manager things where you can lose and then beat your team. So we had a variety of scorers in that game. Then we go and back that up with a 4-1 loss to Leeds, 2-1 to Palace in the London derby, and then the London derby win against Fulham 3-0. Let's have a look at our Champions League group. Let me see what we got to deal with this season. Champions League, we have Lyon, Real Madrid and Dortmund, which is a tough group. Pretty tough, really tough group. Don't really expect to get out of it, but hopefully we can get that third spot and then end up in the Europa League. So that being said and done, let's simulate the second season. So, second season, we finished 7th, which is a major drop off from our last season with Arsenal in the league, which is not great. We tried to make the improvement, signing Gakpo, we thought it would have pushed us over the line. Less points to winners this year. I think the winner won it last year with 84, we had 81. So we still would have been 1 point off, but losing 12 games is not good. We lost to Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, so all the kind of top teams, scoring 74, conceded 54, which is I think the most at the top 7, which is not great, with better goal difference than Wolves, but it's never as good enough as what we needed to be. Let's check out the other competitions, see how we got on. Champions League, got quarterfinals with Atletico Madrid. Is quite good considering the group that was in. Let's have a look at our group. Have a look at the group, see where we finished in the group stage. Obviously we qualified. I wouldn't expect us to get out. I was thinking Europa League this year, but we managed to top the group, losing twice. We lost to Real Madrid at home and Lyon away, so pretty good showing in the Champions League. Worst we finished in the other cups, I think FA Cup 4th round, semi-final by Arsenal, 3-2, so 6-4 on aggregate, which is we ain't won a cup yet, but we finished second. Stat-wise, we have Samaka again, 47. He has scored a lot of goals in the first 2 seasons. Marcus Thuram got more this year with 16. Jarbon got 12. Gakpo only got 9. But he pushing high in the assists with 18 and 17 for Gerard Bowen. So yeah, good showing. My attacking force is really good. Need to sort out the defense, see what we can do and see what we can find in the third season of transfers. And season 3 transfers as it goes. We signed a youngster, Rooney, from Copenhagen. He's a nice, promising youngster, as we will need to replace Bowen in a few seasons. I feel like he's the right replacement. He's got the stats where I need them. The good dribbling, he's got a good flair, got high determination, good technique, as well as a good first touch. So he's got really good stats for his age, only 18. Got Josh Tola from Madrid, 17 mil. Again, a nice, strong to back, 6'3". Got that spirited personality and will help us stop conceding those goals as we did last season. As well as Mikel van Zas, which is a young goalkeeper from City. Also bringing in Sergio Gomez. Again, another good attacking fullback, trying to replace those assists with Vasquez. And he looks like he's can do the job. As well as we've got Andrew Owen Bamdeli from Norwich. Another youngster, hook up with his old teammate Aaron, who was signed last season. Yeah, looks like to be a good addition, as well as Cole Palmer, 19 million. Again, an English winger stroke cam, can play all across the attacking midfield roles, which will be a nice addition, like the versatility as well. Managed to sell Guenza, 29 million, and well as Thuram, 40 million. And I thought those was good profits. I had to take those, as we need to get a few more pounds through the door and then see how we can equate and use that in future seasons. Tactics, so we're going for the tactics for next season. We're going to leave Lokin Solskjaer. I'm going to give him his run this year, the youngster we bought. See how he gets on with Gakpo, and leave these slots open just to rotate a few midfielders and stuff in here with Sotiolo and Gomez locking it down, because if we pick our best 11, Emerson will go in for Gomez, which I don't want to happen, but then everyone will kind of be in here anyway, and Paqueta will go in for Solskjaer as well. So that's why I'm going to lock in Solskjaer, and that's how we're going to leave it. Looking at the schedule, started off with a 1-0 victory at Brentford. Declan Rice got the winner. 3-1 against Brighton. Souček and Maka getting 2-1 each in that one. 1-0 against Palace. 1-0 against Villa, and 3-0 against Tottenham. So we've only conceded 1 goal. So the defence seems to be holding out this year, which is what I needed, and that's why I made the improvements. Looking at our Europa League fixtures, who we got in this in Europa League, which is not looking like a tough draw. We've got Roma, will probably be our hardest game out of that. So we look to qualify out of that, kind of high up in the table, so we won't have to go into the knockout playoff game. But that's the start of the next season done, so I'll simulate the 3rd season. Okay, 7th again. Not doing so well in this rebuild now. After the first season we finished 2nd. Have a look at the league. So again, we got 60-60, so goal difference is not getting any better. Still conceded a lot of goals, which is not great, so let's look to sort that out as well. Let's have a look at the other competitions. Semi-final. So we've got semi-final in the Europa League, losing to Fiorentina. Only 2-1 as well. It was quite a close game. Who's in this? Let's have a look who's in the final. Fiorentina versus Monaco. Who won it? It's not gone now. I don't think the final's gone yet. Nope, still final to play. Have a look at who wins that. Have implications on the league. So if Chelsea win, we will go into the Champions League, we will go into Europe of the Champions League, which is kind of good. Have a look at the semi-final, lost to Man United on penalties as well. Let's have a look, see who missed the penalties. We got sending off in the late on as well, and then Ali and Downs missed the penalty. Fernandez was a missed as well, so done all right in the cups, just not doing great in the league. Let's have a look at the stats for the season. Again, Samaka getting 57, which is quite a good return. Souček second with 10. Ali got 9, Cole Pound at 8 and 7. At the top assist. Top assist will be Jared Bowen. Gomez with 12, which I kind of want. Aaron's third with 9 again. That's what I'm looking for, like my fullbacks getting forward. So yeah, it's not the best of season in the league, but cup-wise, done very well. Let's head over to the transfers and get into the full season. And we're back for the season 4 transfers. And we're going to start off with bringing in Weston McKennie on a free transfer from Juventus. Again, another midfielder to help bolster the numbers in there, because we're really going to be playing with Declan Rice and Souček. So we kind of want a rotation between Souček and Weston McKennie. Also another youngster brought in Azunu from Bayern Munich. Free transfer. Kind of bringing a few youngsters now, looking at the future in the next couple of seasons. Even though I'm not going to have it, but if you want to take over the save, I'm going to leave a little link in the description for anybody who wants to take up the save. Also got Endrick, which was the football manager, one kid that everybody knows about. Signed Kevin Danzo from Bayern Munich. Again, another strong centre-back. I'm looking to rotate, hopefully to keep some more clean sheets and get those goals conceded down. We loaned in Julian Alvarez. He's had a good season in real life, winning the World Cup, winning the FA Cup with City, which is another good signing. Luke Shaw on loan, another left back as backup, so we get a rotation. Also Brian Ledesma, which is another youngster, 18. Looked at his stats, thought he was well rounded. I thought, you know what, let me just bring him in and see how he develops in the future, or how he will develop for you guys who want to take up the save. We managed to get out Paqueta, PSG for 43 million, Emerson and Vlasic, which is a few of the guys we wanted to get rid of. Then our real major signing, which is going to be Youssoufa Moukoko, 63 million. We all know how good he is on this game. I thought I saw him. Samaka's been scoring, banging all the goals in. And we get a little bit of rotation, just freshen it up. Maybe look to sell Samaka, as he's got a lot of teams kind of looking after him. Tactics for this season. Might make a little change up. We might drop McKennie down here. So we get the 2 holding midfielders. Gonna have 2 up top for this season, Gakpo and Bowen, and that's how it's gonna look. Probably gonna lock in most of these, maybe take out McKennie, who will rotate with Souček. Maybe take out Ombeli as well, so he will rotate with Danso. That's how the squad will look going into the season. Schedule wise, we've had a mixed start. Obviously we beat Leicester 4-0 and we lost 1-0 to Leeds. Beating Man United 3-2 at Old Trafford, which is a surprising result. Then losing in the AFL Cup against Watford. Then Premier League, we beat Liverpool 2-1. And we managed to get into the Europa League as well, which is a surprise as where we finished. Not a surprise, but benefited us from other teams where they qualified as well, which has made it for us to get in the Europa League, which is good. We always want to try to keep in Europe. That's where you're making money, and that's how you can attract the better players. Looking at our first fixtures, again, not too off a fixture. We got Fiorentina, who beat us in the final last year, and Marseille. Those will be our hardest fixtures for the season. So yeah, let's see how the season goes. Let's simulate the 4th season. Six. So we've made up 1 place, so there must be a little bit of improvement. Have a look at the league table. 6, scoring 91 goals, conceding 62. So we conceded more, but we scored 30 more. We can see there's a UCL next to our name, so that could mean something really good. Let's have a look at the other competitions. Let's get straight into it. And we managed to win the Europa League, yes. Nice one. We're winning Europa League, beating Porto 2-0. We got the goals in that game. Gakpo and Julian Alvarez, the boy loves finals. He really turns up in the finals. And we can't be sad at that. Got to be happy with that. Beating Porto 2-0 in the final, which is got to the semi-final last year and won it this year. With Yusuf Moukoko getting 21 goals in Europa League and 34 in the Premier League, which is unreal in his first season. Finished knocked out in the third round by Huddersfield and second round by Watford. But we don't care about that because we actually got a Europa League in our belt. Let's see how we got on in the tournament itself, as in terms of the qualification and who we faced. So in the final, obviously Porto, Leipzig in the semi-quarters, round 16 we got Sturm Graz. So it was kind of not a tough run. Leipzig was probably the hardest fixture in the whole tournament. Again, we finished 10th actually in the, which is not great. You wouldn't expect to win and finish 10th. We won, I believe we win 5 of our games, and we only lost one game, and that was away to Rangers, which I thought would have been an easy task. But yeah, all in all, it's a good season. So we managed to get Champions League for the next season, which is very beneficial to the club and could help with finances and what we do in the transfer market. Let's have a look at stats for the season. Stats for the season with Moukoko getting 57 goals, Samaka getting 26 from the deep line role, which is nice, and then 14, Gakpo at 10. Rooney had a good season, the youngster, so 14 and 10, which is lovely. And he got the most assists of the season. Can't complain about that. And then Gomez getting 17 from left fullback, which is good. And then we've got quite high and good stats from Redway. So we're all rounded. Just need to sort out our defence in the league. Then hopefully we could push on and try and get Champions League qualification for the league. So looking for a good season next season. And then see how we get on. So I'll be back for the transfers for the 5th and the final season. So we're back for the 5th season and the last set of transfers for this rebuild. And we're going to be starting it off with Aaron Ramsdale. We've signed Aaron Ramsdale from Arsenal in goal, £30 million, 29 right now. Again, a good goalkeeper, good age for a goalkeeper. Something that we need, obviously, because we sold Areola as well, which we'll get into in a sec. Abukar Silla. Again, we need another centre-back to try and plug this gap of scoring goals. Then you'll see my tactics in a second as well, what we've tried to do to help affect that. And then we got Nicolo Rovella from Juventus, 3.4 million, another steal. Again, another well-rounded midfielder with pretty decent average stats, which will help back up for Declan Rice. We managed to sell a few players as well. Again, we got Nkunku as well on a free transfer, which is a nice steal. Again, he's getting on in age, 28, still good. Again, you even know about Nkunku in real life. He's a very hot prospect. Going to Chelsea. I think he's going to do well in the Premier League and do well in this next season rebuild. We managed to sell Sotolio, keep butchering his name, but he went to Paris Saint-Germain for 36 million. Didn't have a great first season, and I thought I might as well just cash in. And also Alfonso Areola, again 8 million for a keeper of his age. We'll take that all day long. And then again move on to the tactic this season. I'm gonna go really attackive now, because you can't keep goals out. You might as well score as much as you can and hope to just to beat teams. by scoring more goals. We're going to lock in these three attackers. Again, Bowen, I'll put him on the left this time, and Rooney on the right. Gomez and Silla are going to be locked in as the two defenders. This position will probably be taken up by Rice anyway, as we have a look at our best 11, which we'll see what players will be in there, and I'll guarantee you that Rice will be in there. Yep, Rice will be in there, and they obviously switch Bowen over to the other side with Gakpo, which I don't want it to be like that. I just want it to be with Rooney on this side and Bowen on this side, as these two had really good seasons last season. And then we've got Nkunku and Dali in the centre attacking midfield roles, which is what we're looking at. So if we have a look at the schedule-wise, it's not started off well. We beat Arsenal in the Super Cup 3-1. With Samaka getting to John Bowen. We lost 5-1 to Liverpool. I think I changed the tactic after the Man United game. So as we're going to go into the Newcastle game for the first time, trying the tactic, which we ain't scoring enough goals. We've got the attacking prowess, and I want us to have more goals because this formation is not working out. So we changed it up. Let's have a look. Hopefully score more goals. So it's going to be a bit of an unknown and assimilate. It could work out great, or it could work out to not so great. So we'll have a look. We'll have a see. Hopefully it works out. We're in the Champions League, so Champions League group or fixtures. Let's have a look at our fixtures for assimilating next season. Fixtures wise in the Champions League, we will have. Let's have a look. Insert to your Champions League. Off there, Champions League. There we go. Champions League, we got not a tough run, but I think we still should be able to qualify with Madrid. But Ajax and Dortmund probably our toughest games, and then I expect to win the other fixtures. So yeah, I'll see you back on the other side. So let's simulate the 5th and final season. 5th and final season, we've got 3rd, which is much of improvement. We've been finishing, I think, 3 7s, 2nd and a 6th. Yeah, this is a very good improvement to what we've been finishing. So how was the tactics? Well, we've got 86. Our defence was better, but we only conceded 52, so it's gone down, and then we scored 86. We lost 11 games. I think we lost more games, drawn 4, 123. So yeah, getting much better, pushing up in the league, got Champions League football qualifications, which is nice. And again, let's have a look at our goal scoring, how we did with the goal scoring. If I could click on it, so Hallen got goal scorer with 36, and who else was following by him? Coco with 30, and yeah, that's it. No one really in this. Let's have a look at the assists. Everyone's in the assist. Bowen up there with 14, so he's gone down. Gakpo with 11, so Rooney didn't get that much this season. Let's have a look at the other competitions and see how we did. Oh, semi-final. So semi-final in the Champions League, which is great improvement. So obviously we won a Super Cup. But yeah, get into semi-final in Champions League. I think the Champions League is actually winnable with this squad. Let's see who won it. If I've gone past, I don't think I've gone past. I ain't simulated to that part of the season yet. Man City won it in extra time, so another English club won it. Let's see who we played in the quarterfinals. We beat Liverpool 6-3 on aggregate. Good look. And then let's have a look at the league phase, see where we finished in the league phase. We finished 3rd in the league phase, only losing to Ajax, drawing with Lazio. So we beat Real Madrid. Yeah, we beat Real Madrid, beat Dortmund. So all the games that I thought were going to be the hardest games, we managed to beat them. Let's have a look at the squad stats. For goals, for Coco getting 65 this season, which is unreal amount and a good return. So he is kind of hitting his value, which is great. With Barrow getting 18 and 25, that is another great season. Moukoko is actually wanted by Bayern Munich, so we'll go back to Germany. And then all the rest kind of fell off, so it's kind of a little gap between them. Rooney only got, playing 58 games, only got 8 and 10, which is not good. His average rating was quite low as well. And Nkunku got 15 assists. Let's look at the assist chart. So obviously Bowen, then Nkunku, Gakpo 14 and Gakpo. The only case started 8 goals, come on 48, so really, really good return. So maybe change that. So anyone looking to take over this save, I will leave a link in the description down below. Also my Discord, so you can let me know how you're getting on. But I think the task for this save is kind of bring through the youngsters, try and win the Premier League and get to that Champions League final, which I think is possible. So yeah, any ideas for another rebuild? This is my first rebuild, so just getting into the FM23 mode, and I kind of like this game. Jumped into it a little bit late, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Any ideas you want to throw at me with terms of rebuilds, I'll be happy to listen. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you on the flip side. Laters.